I'm definitely a buy and hold investor. This is largely because the process of buying can be very costly when you consider stamp duties and other costs. And selling brings more expenses again, with agents' commission the largest of those expenses. Let's not forget capital gains tax, which can further eat into profits. Building real wealth by flipping properties is often a slow process which can fail to deliver real results. However, there may be times where you find yourself at a crossroads with regard to a property that you may own and you're tossing up whether or not to sell. The first is where that property is holding you back. Most people gear a property by borrowing from a bank. However, for many people, either as individuals or through their super fund, the capacity to repay this debt isn't unlimited. Where there's an opportunity to buy property which has excellent growth potential, but borrowing constraints prevent further borrowing, you might wish to consider shuffling the portfolio around a bit. This might involve considering selling those properties which have already experienced considerable gain and which may be facing a long period of slow or no further growth. Then there's the case of the property which costs too much to hold. If a property suffers from exceptionally low cash flow, yet isn't showing significant signs of entering a strong growth period in the foreseeable future, it could be time to sell. Sometimes it's better to cut your losses and get out now rather than compound them. Another example may be where you find yourself in possession of a property which seems to take up more than its fair share of your time, attracts a stream of undesirable tenants who leave damage in their wake, and which seems to have little chance of growing well enough to make all of this pain worthwhile. You might wish to consider liquidating and getting into something a little easier. The last instance would be where everything is going wrong. High vacancy, low rents, bad tenants, a property worth less than you paid, and this may indicate that it's time to bite the bullet and sell. Before selling any property, weigh up all the costs and benefits. Remember that all investment property carries capital gains tax unless it hasn't grown at all, in which case you may see a capital loss which can be carried forward to the future. Also be sure that you consider all of your potential selling costs, sales commissions, loan discharge fees, loan break costs, if any, etc. You have to ensure that the financial argument for selling supports the decision. You don't want to sell to later find that your property went up in value far more than it cost you to get out.